Duke of Nightmare, has added fuel to public fire as splurging over £250,000 on his absurd getaway. Prince Harry under scrutiny over high security costs for romantic Canada getaways. Prince Harry's personal engagements to Canada cost Canadian taxpayers more than previously estimated, a new report has shown. Prince Harry was provided with official royal security throughout his life because of his seniority within the royal family. New reports obtained by Canadian media have shown the Duke of Sussex costed taxpayers over £250,000 with his frequent visits to the country in the early stages of his relationship with Meghan Markle. CBC News reporter Elizabeth Thompson reported that Meghan was escorted by Scotland Yard police bodyguard at the Invictus Games opening ceremony in 2017, with Canadian taxpayers bearing the heavy costs. Ms. Thompson said, "Prince Harry has usually for his entire life been surrounded by security. And when he has visited Canada, the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, works with the British security to make sure that he stays safe in Canada, but it's cost a lot more than Canadians realise." The documents that were released to CBC News under access to information show that between January 2016 and February 2020, it cost more than $334,000 to sub in an additional cost for the RCMP to supply security for him, and that's above and beyond the salaries of the officers who were assigned to protect him. She continued, "Now a lot of people might think that the most expensive period was when they spent that Christmas in Canada and they were thinking of stepping back and maybe living in Canada part-time. But in fact, the most expensive period was the period that you mentioned. It was 2017 to 2018. He had a week-long period where he was doing official engagements with the Invictus Games that he founded." According to the court circular, which outlines the public activities of members of the royal family, Prince Harry had one public visit to Canada during 2017 and 2018, a week-long trip to attend events in Toronto. The events included the Invictus Games, which Harry founded, a wee-day celebration and a reception for young people who received Duke of Edinburgh Gold Awards. He also appeared at wee-day and gave out some Duke of Edinburgh awards and things like that, but it was also the period where he had started seriously dating Meghan Markle, who was living in Toronto while she was filming the show Suits. So the paparazzi who started hanging out around Meghan Markle's house when it became known that they were sort of dating. They used to see like 6 big black SUVs on this little suburban residential street that she lived on, and in those SUVs were British security but also RCMP. The pair, who met in July 2016 in London, were engaged in November 2017 and married in May 2018, when Prince Harry was granted the title of Duke of Sussex. That wasn't Prince Harry's only visit to Toronto during that period. In April 2017, paparazzi photographers waiting outside Markle's home in Toronto's Seton Village neighborhood captured images of Prince Harry arriving at her home during a private, unannounced trip. During the Invictus Games opening ceremony, Meghan Markle attended the event alongside her now husband Prince Harry and her best friend Marcus Anderson. Meghan was safeguarded by a royalty protection squad officer who could be seen standing in a stairwell. However, Meghan, who was not yet engaged to Prince Harry and a commoner, was not entitled to taxpayer-funded RCMP. Prince Harry's visits between April 2017 to March 2018 cost taxpayers $182,430. The cost did not cover police officers' salaries but money for overtime work and their travel expenses. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex with baby Archie moved to Canada in 2020. They were provided security by RCMP, which cost taxpayers approximately $33,000 a month. Assistant Commissioner, Commanding Officer Quebec Division, RCMP, Pierre-Yves Bourdieu said that the RCMP has to consider the danger/threats and provide them with protection ahead of any VIP visiting Canada. He said, "They still have a responsibility, because what if something would happen to that very important person in our country? The ripple effect could have a negative reflection on our country and how seriously we are taking the security of these types of individuals that are enjoying the hospitality of our country." Prince Harry and Meghan announced their exit from the royal family on January 18, 2020, and stepped down as active royal members were scraped of their security by the firm. Engagements with the Invictus Games that he founded. According to the court circular, which outlines the public activities of members of the royal family, Prince Harry had one public visit to Canada during 2017 and 2018, a week-long trip to attend events in Toronto. The events included the Invictus Games, which Harry founded, a Day celebration and a reception for young people who received Duke of Edinburgh Gold Awards. He also appeared at Day and gave out some Duke of Edinburgh awards and things like that, but it was also the period where he had started seriously dating Meghan Markle, who was living in Toronto while she was filming the show Suits. So the paparazzi who started hanging out around Meghan Markle's house when it became known that they were sort of dating. They